front facade. The entrance of a federal-style house screams wealth. The door is simple with green pigment, but ornamentation around it is grand. The columns that frame the entrance are tall and slender, giving it a traditional French look.
Lovely, right? You must be new here. Welcome to Tran Dai Nghia. Doesn't it? Our school's architecture has a rich history behind it. Opened on 31st August 1874, the school was named, like the street on which it stood, in honor of Jean-Louis Tapet, an MEP missionary who has served as Vicar Apostolic of Cochin China and Bishop of Isoropolis from 1830 to 1840. Right there to 1880, when the Notre Dame Cathedral was finally inaugurated, the former Salle de Spectacles continued to function at weekends as a temporary cathedral. By 1890, the old wooden palace buildings had been demolished and replaced by the current building, a large three-story structure constructed around a spacious courtyard. École Tapet, or Tapet Elite Institution, closed its doors in 1976 and was used by the Vietnamese Ministry of Education as a secondary pedagogic school until 2000, when it became Tran Dai Nghia High School for the Gifted. Sounds like you need a guidance. I'd be happy to lead you around the area. It would be impossible to discuss Tran Dai Nghia High School for the Gifted without mentioning its classical French architecture. Our campus boasts a verdant, shaded campus stretching almost an entire block. The school is divided into buildings A, B, C, D, E, and the central building. There are two main entrances through which you can get inside the school, Lê Tự Trọng and Nguyễn Du. Do you know which one is the main entrance? That's correct. Upon entry, you will be greeted by the statue of the man whom the school is named after, Professor Tran Dai Nghia, who is best known for the merits of inventing a plethora of weapons against the French. This side of the campus consists of buildings A, B, and E, as well as the largest open space on the campus for students. That's because they are not. Buildings A and B were added to the La Sainte-Père in 1960 by the architect Nguyen Cam Thi, giving them a more modernist-influenced look compared to their older counterparts. Building E was added even later in the 2010s. A clean rectangular form, lack of adornments, and open facade are the recurring motifs in these buildings. While they are a spectacle in and of itself, what you're really in here for is the colonial French-era architecture of the school through the rest of the campus.
That girl there, she's my neighbor. My parents don't compare me to her, but I do. What are you doing here? Okay. The corridor here is pretty ambient, isn't it? Right behind the staircase is the gymnastics room. Despite its age, the school is well equipped with all sorts of facilities for extracurriculars. This narrow hallway is always speckled with sunlight peeking through the windows lining it. The checkered floor, tall ceilings, and arched Palladian windows interwoven with white, yellow, and green, typical of classical French architecture, makes you feel like you're walking the footsteps of a student in the 1900s.
The end of the hallway is connected to another building.
Curved stairways made from dark wood planks with metal railings. You don't see these anymore nowadays. You can look over the garden from this balcony. I'm going to reflect a bit. You probably noticed it. Do you know what building the second floor is connected to? You must have been very good at stereometry. You can go straight to the central building from the first floor too.
Hey you, please come with me to return this book. I've been borrowing it for 3 years because I keep on forgetting to return it. Now I'm too scared to face the librarian. What are you waiting for? Those are in the D building. This is the library. Hey, this school may be old, but the school's facilities are pretty modern, fully serving the needs of teaching and learning in this day and age. The library has recently been refurbished and has been expanded to an area of 1,000 square meters. Actually, this floor is a fully air-conditioned archive spread over more than 2 rooms with over 30 computers for research and study purposes. Now wait for me a bit. The librarian said the book I borrowed is upstairs. Let's go up. The second floor is a reading room that comes with 4 cabins, usually used by teachers and students for regular meetings or club activities. Hey, you must have known why this library was rebuilt and innovated, right? Well, I thought you completely forgot for a moment. Moving on, our library even has a touchscreen TV, making sure students and teachers alike can utilize modern tech while still retaining the school's classic aesthetics. Phew, I'm done. After 3 years, glad it's not 4 though. Rows of chairs and high stools by the stained glass windows create a stunning area to read or study in.
What's up? Just enjoying the breeze and the visuals. It's no wonder that Tran Dai Nghia High School for the Gifted is also recognized as a city-level artistic architectural monument. The campus is incredibly well preserved, and its enduring beauty has not faded over time. This block has got a pretty notorious reputation for bad cell service, but the free computer room Wi-Fi kinda balances it out. Taking a breath in such a serene landscape is relaxing. Call me dramatic, but I love the fragrance of plumerias and the earthy smell of grass whenever it rains. Too bad you can't sit here when it's pouring, otherwise you'll look like that emo that frequents Breeding Sea. TDN is such a sight for sore eyes for visitors, with the beauty and elegance the school has. The sites are amazing with how much history it contains, and there is still so much more to uncover. Am I correct? If you want to hop on one of the most authentic French-style schools, go to Tran Dai Nghia High School for the Gifted and let yourself immerse in the ancient atmosphere right in the middle of Ho Chi Minh City.
Now that you have seen Tran Dai Nghia High School for yourself, you can check out other famous attractions in this district. Hotel Continental Saigon, the former rendezvous point for politicians and correspondents to discuss the war. If the walls of Hotel Continental could talk, they would tell you lots of secrets. Saigon Opera House, the venue for many high-profile events and cultural entertainment activities of the city. Saigon Central Post Office, the largest post office and oldest colonial structure in Ho Chi Minh City, which is a vital part of Ho Chi Minh City's colonial legacy.